And you know, most of all, I'm just thankful for being home for the holidays.
You know, I'm just thankful that I met Michelle this year, and now I get to spend Thanksgiving with your family. You know, I'm really looking forward to getting to know you guys.
Oh, I'm thankful that someone in this family has a date. I was gonna bring a guy I met on Match.com, but after we exchanged photos, I never heard from him again.
You're enjoying your day, everything's going your way. Then along comes Debbie Downer. Always there to tell you about a new disease, a car accident or killer bees. We beg her to spare you, Debbie, please, but you can't stop Debbie Downer.
Hey, can you pass some of that turkey? Oh, it looks juicy.
I'm sorry, I thought it was all mine.
Boy, the traffic was a disaster coming up, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing compared to the disaster the Chinese are going through.
What?
They're still digging out from typhoon season, just in time for the bird flu to take even more lives.
Who wants some more wine?
I'd love some.
Okay.
Hey, do you guys think the Pilgrims brought a bottle of Pinot Grigio to the first Thanksgiving?
I'll tell you what the Pilgrims did bring. Smallpox. It killed scores of Native Americans, ravaging their population. And that was before we got around to shattering their spirit.
Sweetheart, you look cute in that tie.
Hey, you should see me in my underwear.
Did you guys get tested?
What?
Well, you know, you think you know someone, then you see that Oprah about living on the down low.
I'd like to propose a toast.
All right, here we go.
Okay? I'd like to welcome Mark. We're very happy that you're here. Also, like us all to remember Grandma. I'm sure she's looking down on us and smiling.
Yep.
I hope it's the version of her before she was in the grips of dementia. Otherwise, she'd just be confused.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure your grandma was a great lady and really loved, you know, most of you.
Hey, could you pass the stuffing?
Sure. Debbie, stuffing?
Hey, Frank, did you cook this in the bird?
Yeah, soaks up all the juices.
Also soaks up an array of harmful bacteria, creating a breeding ground for food-borne illnesses.
Hey, can I say something? I just want to say that I've never been happier than I am right now, and I never want this feeling to end, so...
Oh my God, Mark!
Michelle, will you marry me?
Oh my God, of course, yes!
Hey! Michelle, let us see the ring.
Oh, it's beautiful, Mark. This must have cost you a fortune.
Hey, just like they say, 2 months' salary.
Did you factor in the loss of life at the hands of the African diamond industry?
You know what, Debbie? I've known you for less than a day, but I've kind of had it with you. I mean, I never said a word when we were watching the parade and you told me everything I could ever wish to know about Al-Qaeda or when the Garfield float came.
All right, well, we'll have to wait a minute until I come back. It'll bring me back. I will come back. I will come back. I will come back. I will come back. It just takes a minute. Refresh the stream. Okay. Just refresh it in a minute, period. And I will be on. Boy, I thought this was 13 years old and that it would Usually YouTube just makes you wait a certain amount of time, but I'm here waiting with you guys. I am here waiting for you, so just hang on. Okay. It may just be YouTube. I'm checking. Okay, here I am. I am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I knew it would come back. Yay! Okay, so what do we have to do? Play the applause? Yes. Well, welcome everybody. Hi. Let me open the chat so I can see you guys. Well, welcome to what I got. I guess I screwed up, but you know what? I've got a ton of things to do today. So welcome to this, well, we could be thankful for things, right? And I have put up the link for people that want to join me about halfway through the show. I'm glad to see you. And see, I don't have a green screen up, but so I could wear green and I could actually have a green thing on my microphone. So yeah, we have green today. So let me say hi to you guys. Let's see. Epi Mew and Kim and hi BB. Our new moderator is BB, Foggy and Purr and Hoople's Cat and Actual Cloud. Hello Susan and Nadia and Poppy. Hey, yeah, we're back. So do me a favor and do the old like and subscribe and give me a better algorithm, I guess. I don't even know what the hell that means. Well, it's good to see all of you. This is great. You can see the chat, Christine. Just refresh it on the left side, the circle. Just refresh it. It'll come back. Yeah, meow. You want to hear the meows? Ooh, let's hear the meows. Let me see. Where's the meows? I actually have a meow video, but I don't think that's going to get messed up. I've got a bunch of stuff to do today. So the next thing, and we've got 40 people. All right. The next thing I won't, because this is from a friend of mine, and you know what? Because I didn't bring it up I'm not gonna read it. It's from Pete Williams, and they started a new website, and it's like they let me see, the cop just it pisses them off. And this one somehow managed to be the worst ever. They still shock me. And I've got the video Run. And it's from an album by Jackson Damian, which launches the Climate of Love Project. So we are going to watch the Climate of Love Project's first music video to start us off since Saturday Night Live. I guess they still want to try to make as much money as they can on 13-year-old skits, which, whatever, right? Are we that free market economy? Yes, we are. So, as I see a lot of you have joined me, let's watch this. Let's prime ourselves up and watch this and feel good, okay? And I guess I'll have to edit the video for the thing. I think actually, when YouTube puts it back up, like when the replay's on, I believe you don't sit there for all that time. But I don't know. This doesn't happen to me very often. It's Thanksgiving, and I thought, oh, maybe, you know. Okay, guys, enjoy this.
Turn off the voice inside your head and listen to something kind instead and be free. 'Cause we ain't got long till we're here no more. Weak or strong, baby, rich or poor, so be free. 'Cause this world is nearly done. This human race is nearly run. God gave us Buddha and his only son. But we never listen, we only run. Run, run. Our heads are too small for this to make sense. On infinite highway to our bitter end, so be free. There's no point now in any barricade. No need to fight, our bed is made, so be free. 'Cause this world is nearly done. This human race is nearly run. God gave us Buddha and his only son. But we never listen, we only run. 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 Take some time to look around. Feel your bare feet on the ground and be free. Listen to the birds while we still can. Hold a flower in your hand and be free. Turn off the voice inside your head. Listen to something kind instead and be free.
Now we're going to look at the website for this, and I'm going to shut it off. All right, so here we are, and this is the Climate of Love, and there's an album, and this is the project. So let's see what the project is. And they have another video. I don't know if we're going to look at this video or not. Did you guys like it? I hope you did. I promised that I would play the song, and you know, it's nice. It's a nice song. I think I gotta zoom out of me a little. Okay, so the Climate of Love project, and let me just go over what this is. Few now deny climate change threatens all life on Earth, including humanity. Scientific and political language can make it difficult to engage with this incredible problem, but we all know we have fallen out of balance with our essential habitat and with each other. The Climate of Love collection is a new online arts platform in development for artists to show their creative responses to climate change, which is super duper cool. The hope is to connect more people with deeper causes of this emergency. Maybe music and art can help to reunite us in the same harmonious way our environment has always done. The Climate of Love album by Jackson Damian launches the collective. The songs imagine possibilities but make no predictions. Whatever the situation, every one of us needs to first reconnect at these deeper shared levels and then act from places in our hearts. So that's the positive of today's message. That's the positive of my message for today. I do want to tell you before we're going to keep going on, there's other things going on. And yeah, that was a beautiful, positive, lovely, lovely website. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Now I want to take you to what's going on the other side of our world, or wherever you are on the planet. It's going on, and it's kind of crazy. So let's look at what's going on in extreme weather. I don't know if you've heard that Saudi Arabia, the port city of Jeddah, and I want to make sure that the audio is on because it would be nice if you could hear it. So here we go. Okay, I want to show you these, and it's really important that you look at them because it's what's happening. So climate change is rearing its ugly head once again. Here is another view of what's happening in that country.
يا ساتر يا ساتر يا الله تعالى الله 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 سيارتنا تنسحب مشهد بطل سيارتنا انسحبت كيف
Wow. You just don't think of it like that, you know? Millions of humans, that's what's happening, right, Andy? I know. It's water.
يا الله يا الله
All right, so that's what's happening, and I think this is when we saw this. Here's another. Oh my God, it's unfortunate.
يا ساتر يا ساتر يا الله تعالى
The world
الله
goes
الله سيارتنا
on.
تنسحب مشهد بصري سيارتنا انسحبت كيف ما يجي خلينا نعلق الله 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 يا ساتر يا ساتر يا ساتر يا الله
I don't know what happened to the
شوفي
video.
التعليق
Hang on.
يا الله والسيارات هناك
Did
أبلع
we lose it? Yes, we did.
الله 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 هذه ما اشوف سيارة تنسحب توي العين دوس يا ساتر يا ساتر
Oh my. Yeah, we had a little desktop snafu. Yeah, well, look at the cars going down the street. Oh my God. It's like insanity, you know? But it is. I mean, what we are living in is the definition of insanity. And you know, I had that hang on a second. I don't know what happened to it. The graphic from today. Let me see. Okay, well, I won't screw this up, but the graphic from today's thumbnail. So actually, there you go. That's what's happening in Saudi Arabia. Plans of setting up a show. Things just go to shit. All right. So there's more news, and then whoever wants to join, I put the link up, and I know Lisa and Ken are supposed to come and you know, hold on. Technical difficulties at Sandy's News Corporation. I set it up really well too. I worked. I thought I did anyway. All right. So it's kind of like video day. I really wanted people to have something to laugh at besides just cry, you know, besides just feel terrible. And, well, I do have something else, and I'm going to play this. Now, let's see if we get through this.
I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding? No respect at all. Well, when I was born, the doctor told my mother I did all I could, but he pulled through anyway, you know? I mean, I don't get no respect from anyone. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet, you wake up Daddy. Stay over to Hollywood. That's my in my spot there. Okay, I'll see you now. I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding?
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield. Now, those of you that are too young, which is probably no one here. No one here is like that, but yeah, Dangerfield. I've got, do I have any methane holiday songs? We're not there yet. No. I'll have to talk to Jennifer about methane songs. Maybe we'll have to make one. The closest thing, Rich, I have is, that's it. There's the methane song. Okay. All right. Oh, that was where? So between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Thursday, they got 179 millimeters, which is the highest ever recorded. So they've got rain. Western New York, Southern Tier Hamburg Southtown's got record snow. We will be certainly, finding these things more and more and more. Yeah, we will. And that's why there's people like I showed you on their beautiful channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I just shoved that one in. That want to do some beautiful things. So we always don't have to feel terrible. The internet, especially Twitter is a cesspool. It's a stressful, paranoid, ugly place at times. I guess everything on social media can be, and we try not to. And a lot of you that have channels out there try not to. Maybe we depict or we show ugly things, but sometimes, today is a little bit of a day of rest. No rest for the weary, right? No rest for the wicked either. And too bad I didn't come down with any of those. All right. So what I did try to do is bring a little bit of everything in, a little something for everyone on this stream. So I'm going to hope we don't get another problem. Hey, it's a live stream. It's going to happen. And let's try. And this is funny. Let's have a little laugh.
Oh, so she is coming. Okay, so y'all got vegan options because you already know. Wait a minute. So she said she gonna do the macaroni and cheese, but she just told me she ain't have no money to buy nothing. No, she not making the greens this year because last year she poured a whole bottle of vinegar in there and it was disgusting. I mean, if y'all gonna cook at my house, that's fine, but y'all might want to go get some more okay, no, don't even call her because if she comes, she's gonna bring her boyfriend and all 6 of his kids and 3 of hers. That's 9 children. Now wait a minute. I thought Niecy was bringing grandma. Okay, because if I got to go pick grandma up, I'm gonna have to go get her tomorrow because I'm not gonna have time. You know what? I don't even trust her because last year she brought some moldy Hawaiian rolls. Exactly. Just tell her don't worry about it. Tell her just bring herself. Okay, so why you worried about who I'm bringing? Okay, I told y'all I'm a free woman now. I'm not with Marcus no more. That's right. They said I was the fun auntie and you was the mean one. Listen. Last year, she brought cranberry sauce with the cranberries in it with the stems. We just want the jelly kind. No, because her dressing be salty. It be salty. I'm just trying to understand why y'all want pig's feet for Thanksgiving. That is, no. Who making chitlins? I'm not finna be stinking up my house. Y'all not finna cook no chitlins. No, ain't nobody making no chitlins in my house. No. Y'all like light skin gravy or dark skin gravy? I like mine to be a little dark. Okay, you can go ahead and let her do it. She gonna bring them ashy sweet potato pies like she brought last year. Oh, Stephanie brought last year with some wine coolers. No, tell her don't worry about it. Okay, so if she vegan, what we gonna do about that? Cause vegan turkey, what is that? Vegan cranberry sauce. Ain't cranberries already vegan? Wow, vegan ham. Wow, you learn something new every day. Oh, no. He will not be frying a turkey in my backyard. He almost set my house on fire last year. Absolutely not. I know you're not gonna boil no hot dogs for them kids. No, they can eat some ham and turkey like everybody else. Lord, y'all a hot mess. Now tell Uncle Earl he can leave that cognac at the door because last year he got real drunk and pissed everybody off. Y'all will not be using my dishwasher. Absolutely not. Not when it's gonna be teenagers in the house. They can wash dishes. Amen. Okay, so who keeps inviting the Reverend to Thanksgiving? Because last year he prayed and we were standing for 30 minutes before we got to eat. I'm not doing that no more. Oh, you trying to be healthy this year? Okay, good for you, because I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat.
All right, that was a good one. So I liked it. I thought it was funny. I should just leave the laughs in the left side. We always need some of those. And there are some. So, okay. So I started you trying to laugh. We got shit canned. And then I depressed you and showed you how fucked up the world really is. And then I'm bringing you comedy. I found some fun stuff. You know, we did the, I don't get no respect. Well, I guess, what do they say? You have to earn respect. I don't know. If I could play Aretha, I would play Aretha. So what are you guys doing out there in the chat land? I'm going to bring you, let me see. Wait, what? Someone is listening and wondering when they will watch climate change videos. All we can ask for a crack in the machine. Yes, a little bit. That's right. Hello, Donald. Yep. Hi, Gary. Yep. All right, so I've got more. I'm covering the gamut today. And just hang in there. And then I do want to show you something else I found that's going on. Obviously, we can't. Let's see what this one was.
Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. And what's more American than coffee? You said it. Race turkey. Shut up, Derek O'Shea. It's 2022 and we're tired of turkey. We're on to new things like crickets. Yum! But have you tried? Come in a little closer. Have you tried the sweeping sensation that's sweeping across this democracy nation called Dick Turkey? Don't you just love turkeys? I hate them. Tell your boomer grandpa and your boomer cousin to shut up and try tick turkey. It's delicious. Haven't you ever seen ticks crawling on your skin and wondered, wow, I wonder what that would taste like as a turkey? Well, now you know. Don't just take my word for it. Here's some of our raving reviews.
This year, I decided I didn't want to support the patriarchy anymore.
Especially those white CEOs, they're totally over. It's 2022, and I'm here to support the ethically owned Tick Turkey business that is owned by all white men. I tried Tick Turkey, and it was pretty good.
I swear, I keep putting on these masks and celebrate your racist colonialism while fighting the climate change crisis created by John Kerry. Don't just get smoked turkey or fried turkey this year. Try Tick Turkey. It's way better, and it's packed with protein. What's more annoying than eating meat on Thanksgiving? I don't know, the patriarchy? So try Tick Turkey. And don't worry, we're all about sustainability around here. Our ticks are pasture raised and live within a 10-foot cubicle of each other so they can feed off each other. Yum! But just so you know, since this is the first year we're doing this, you can't sue us. It's part of the emergency declaration order. That is Tick Turkey season. When you bite into this turkey, you can really feel the crunch and the explosion of blood. Yum! Whether you're enjoying a tick turkey or you're a normal American and you're just having a day of remembrance and to be thankful for your life no matter your circumstances and enjoying a meal together in family, I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of the Derek O'Shea Show community. It means so much so that you do so. Please share this with all your friends and family and let them.
Eric, and that I think was a little bit of a nod to the, I don't know. Take it as you leave, as you want it there. You know, yeah, I know. You're probably right. Absolutely. It's sad. The deer here always have ticks. Yeah, I know. Okay, so pretty soon, it's time. Is Lisa here? Does anybody want to join? I did clip up. Anybody want to come on live with me? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You're going to make me do this whole thing. And what is Donald? Donald, what do you say? I thought he was saying Dick Turkey. Yeah. Well, that's part of the whole thing. Dick Turkey. Tick Turkey. Mm-hmm. Hey, Phil. Hello. Yes, I'm so sorry. Everybody just think of Phil's friend today. It's just, the life is a circle. Life is a circle. So nobody wants to join me. I was waiting for Lisa. Lisa and Ken, I thought were going to come. She was earlier. She hooked up earlier. We tested it out. It looked good, but am I drinking gravy? No, it's my mud water. Mm-hmm. It looks horrible, doesn't it? And then if I put the other stuff in, I have a white tongue. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see, what else do I have for your perusal today? This is my choice day. And let's see. Did I play? Yeah, I'm almost. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know if he does this. Let's hope again that I don't get in trouble. And this is because of all of these shootings in the crazy fucking United States.
Are we on?
Back in 5.
All right, let's go.
And 3, 2.
We are back, and I'm joined now by this fucking guy. Senator Cruz, gun violence has become an epidemic in this country, yet your party continues to offer little more than thoughts and...
Look, all of us have had people who've lost loved ones, and then the first thing you do when someone has lost a loved one is you reach out and say, hey, I'm lifting you up in prayer. I'm praying for you, your family.
Yeah, that's cute. But with all due respect, prayers don't stop these horrific tragedies. And should you really be sending out any more thoughts? I mean, you barely have any coming in to begin with. Because you're dumb.
And the modern day left is more and more extreme. They have this bizarre antipathy to God and to prayers.
Well, it seems the modern day right is more interested in firearms than in children's safety, veterans, health care, fashion and moisturizing, obviously.
But the Democrats' proposal every time is always the same, which is take away guns.
Damn, it's scary. just to check the news on your phone when we're living in a war zone. What, again? Jeez, not again, please. How can there be such nonchalance from Republicans? Here they come again with their favorite response. Thoughts and prayers. Tweet your corny last respects. Screw the laws and background checks. Who needs common sense? Sing a psalm like Pence. Thoughts and prayers. That would be appropriate if they all were running Hallmark stores. Thoughts and prayers won't save our lives. So go shove your...
May God's peace be with you.
This whole country's in the shitter. What would Jesus post on Twitter? Every day looks like a scene from Private Ryan. What they're selling, I ain't buying.
Here's the situation. It's the gun-free school zones. Those are the biggest problems.
That ain't it, girl. Cut the shit, girl. Seems this playbook's the GOP's open fire and cue the choir and Lindsay's back on his knees for thoughts and prayers. Who needs rational reform? Guess this nightmare's just the norm. While they're taking shots, just think happy thoughts. Hawk your wares when you'd rather please your base and you're up the NRA's asshole. Thoughts and prayers do not save lives. Try gun control.
I'm not going to apologize for thoughts or prayers.
Legislation, honey, what a waste. Gross inaction can gain you traction if you just copy and paste more thoughts and prayers. When the problem's getting worse, quote your favorite Bible verse. Though compassion is so in fashion, cause no one cares. It's a dog and pony show. Keep your holy rosary on the shelf. Thoughts and prayers do not save lives. Thoughts and prayers. Take your thoughts and prayers and go far.
May God's peace be with you.
All right. So I've given everybody a little bit of something. Lisa's going to join us. I do have a couple more. She said, Lisa, you said what? Your brother and his wife went to... they went to see him. Well, come on in, Lisa. The interview is open. I only have a couple of more videos. I played pretty much everything I downloaded. So they went fast, huh? Yeah, well, Lisa's going to join us, and I want to show you, while we're waiting for Lisa, I'm going to show you one more thing on here. We're going to go over here. All right, so since we are like a climate change, climate chaos channel. All right, Lisa, I'm going to bring you in. Just a sec, I'm going to bring you right in. Actor changes his name to Rainfall Heat Wave Extreme Weather Wilson as climate protest. Okay, so because he did this, his name is now Rainfall Heat Wave Extreme Weather Wilson as a climate protest. I'm going to ask you guys, what if I was going to, I'm gonna bring her in now. I'm bringing her in now. I'm doing it now. Okay, Lisa. Lisa is here. Oh, we have a couple. Oh, we have Donald and Lisa. Okay, Lisa is guest number 1. And here we go. All right, hi, Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Lisa, I got you on there. Yay. Hi.
Hi, Sandy. Hi, everybody.
Great. It's good to see you. It is wonderful to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. So
I had 2 windows open and I couldn't figure out while I was hearing lots of echoes.
Well, it looks pretty good now. I know that's what happens when I start it. I usually have to move over to click off the other sound, or else I'm going to be going crazy in my head. What's the matter, Kay? Kay says there's no sound, but everything looks like there's sound on my end. No, there's sound. And Donald, I'm going to assign Donald to be number 2. He doesn't have a video. Donald, can we hear you? Very, very low. Yeah, turn it up.
How about now?
All right. So Lisa, where's Ken? Now I got it.
He's here. He's camera shy tonight.
Oh, come on, Ken. You got to get in there. You got to get in there. Hi, Donald. How are you, Donald? Lisa, meet Donald, although you can't see him. And if I wish I had a graphic to put up in his place.
I could
Well,
find
actually-
my camera. I could find my camera and set it up.
Well, if you want to, but I could also put the funny faces there. There.
That's fine, too. That's fine.
Yeah, well, welcome, Donald. Tell us about you, and then Lisa and Ken, we'll have a conversation. What's going on, Donald? Tell us about you.
No, nothing much.
I didn't see anything.
I am a progressive.
Yeah, as we all are, I'm pretty sure.
I am single. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I live
Child-free.
child-free.
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, isn't? I mean, I don't. I mean, I dodged a few bullets. Put it that way.
Dodged a few bullets. Okay, you can put it that way. That's fine. Dodged a few bullets. You think you're going to remain child-free, Donald?
At this point in my life, probably.
Well, you're on a channel where a lot of people would probably agree with you. And let me tell Kay something first. Kay, actually restart it then. That's all. Just restart it. It's on your end. We like to help people. Definitely. All right. Well, Hoople's cat has to split. The terrier wants food, and what he wants, he gets. Thank you for coming, Hoople's cat, from way up there in the cold of Canada. Way up in the colds of Canada. Woohoo! Thank you. Bye. Woo, he goes. Okay. So Donald, tell me, Donald, before we get up to Lisa and Ken, and hi, Ken, it's great to have you.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Donald, what? Donald, do you understand? Are you a doomer?
Reality-wise, yes, but I also not exactly. I'm kind of 50-50, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know how else to put it. I mean,
That's okay.
I know we can quote. I mean, however doomed the planet is and stuff like that. I just believe that it's the ones that have wealth that are ones that are gonna outlive us all, and we have to like kind of stop them.
Well, go ahead. It would be a beautiful thing to see. Honestly, it would be.
Well, because everybody's got the same idea that the rich can't escape because we're all in this together, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that's not true. The wealthy have resources to hide from climate disaster.
You think that they really can? You think
Yeah,
that they
well,
can?
at least outlive us.
I don't know. That's a hard one. I mean, you think about the bunkers and you think about the things that supposedly they're spending all their money on. You know, the jury's out for me because I really don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Lisa? What do you think, Lee? What do you think?
I can't imagine being like in a bunker somewhere and counting my rations or guarding my garden or whatever, who cares, I don't want to do that.
And then they have to pay people that they can trust to protect them. And unless, they learn how to protect themselves. But, hey, Ed says Musk is spending his money destroying Twitter. He ain't buying MREs. Oh, it's nice to see you. Come on, we have one more space for someone on the right to join us, and then we have, it looks like a bingo card. the way I set it up.
If she's asking.
So what's going on, Lisa and Ken? What would you like to add to the conversation on this?
Ken was asking me if we really want to be around without the technology and without the lights.
Today's convenience.
And the conveniences that we've been offered in this life.
Accustomed to.
You know, grown accustomed to.
I would say the younger people might be a lot more malleable to that idea than we are.
Right.
Because we've grown up in our age group and Generation Jones and Boomers or whatever. We've grown up with all the accoutrements that one could want, and we are older and we're more, oriented to have to take maybe certain medicines or things like that to even live. So why don't we ask Donald? What do you think, Donald?
What was the question again?
Well, I mean, do you want to be around in this without technology? That was what Lisa asked, right? Lisa, do you want to repeat it?
Yeah, do we really want to live in a world where there's no Wi-Fi, no heat, no electricity, no transportation,
No hot running water.
no hot running water? I can scale back, and we do scale back. We live very simply.
Well,
but
people live without meat.
yeah, and people will need to live without meat. That's for sure. We have been.
A lot of
And let me add one more thing.
Yeah.
The overpopulation. How do we stop that?
I know that's Poppy was here, and that was her thing ever since that day. You know, it's a very important conversation. It's a very important conversation. And then people want to always call you a eugenicist. I have a website today pulled up for that too. Actually, I didn't show it yet. But.
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course I do. I do. I have a website that was everything got changed, but it's called about the movement, and it's called Visualize Voluntary Human Extinction.
Oh my goodness.
It's for real. It's real out there, but let me see if I can. I don't know if I can show it to you guys or not. Let me see if I have it set up to show.
That sounds like a title of a heavy metal song.
Yeah, there it is. Everybody see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is voluntary? What is the extinction movement? It's a movement, not an organization. It's a movement advanced by people who care about life on planet Earth. We're not just a bunch of misanthropes, antisocial, Malthusian misfits taking more morbid delight whenever disaster strikes human. Nothing could be farther from the truth. Voluntary human extinction is the humanitarian alternate to human disasters. So I guess that is something that you guys could check out. I'll have the link up there. I did find it. It was, yeah. And somebody will question, are you really serious? It's like many see humor in the movement and think we can't be serious about voluntary human extinction. I bet there's some of my audience that actually would just be right in along with that.
You mean the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like a good movement.
It does? I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm missing the point of it then.
Well, we're going to go extinct. And I guess that they say they don't carry on about how the human race has shown itself to be greedy, poor parasite. They just say there's no solution.
So there's no reason to fight is the point of it then.
I should pull it back up. Well, I could pull it back up. Let me pull it back up. All right. So let me pull it back up and see here. Let me just look at. Okay. So they say rather the movement presents an encouraging alternative to the callous exploitation and wholesale destruction of Earth's ecology. Of VHEMT volunteers know the hopeful alternative to the extinction of millions of species and plants is the voluntary extinction of one species, Homo sapiens, us. each time another one of us decides not add another one of us to the burgeoning billions already squatting on this ravaged planet, another ray of hope shines through the gloom. When every human chooses to stop breeding, Earth's biosphere will be allowed to return to its former glory, and all remaining creatures will be free to live, die, evolve if they believe in evolution, and will perhaps pass away as so many of nature's experiments have done throughout the eons. But the thing with this is what Poppy had brought up earlier, and she had brought it up on Environmental Coffee House and on both Twitter also. Will people stop having sex? Lisa and Ken, will people stop having sex and procreating?
No.
I don't think they'll quit having sex, but I think that the younger generation, I know some people in my family are definitely taking care of sterility, as making themselves sterile so that they don't have kids.
A lot of the generation younger than us, like our kids, the ones that are in their 30s now, a lot of the kids that I know, the boys have gotten vasectomies and so forth promptly. Had one child got a vasectomy.
Oh.
Or the wife had her stuff taken out. Either way, one or the other. But maybe have one kid and then that's it.
Well, Jennifer and I dealt with this, and then I clipped an article from an author from Medium about it. There was a lot of discussion. Truthfully, there's always, oh, Philip, okay, only the old can be allowed to have sex. Let's try that. So after the age of procreation. Oh gosh, wait. Let's find the applause one for that. Okay, that's good. Oh shit, I like it. I like that one. Yeah, but you know what? Donald is not old, and I think Donald might have other ideas.
46.
Yeah, you're still young. You probably have other ideas about becoming. Well, listen.
I've been called a boomer so many times. Come on.
What? Get out of here. Well, listen, then there's the incels, like that Nick Fuentes guy who was just allegedly seen at Mar-a-Lago with Kanye West. Yeah, so we have a burgeoning freak movement in Mar-a-Lago. Oh, my God.
Those people are weird.
I don't know what's going on over there.
Well, you know who Nick Fuentes is, right?
I know that guy.
Yeah, yes. He's an incel Nazi.
He's an incel Nazi. Yeah.
Yeah. And we know who Kanye West is. Crazy. And we know who Donald Trump is. Even crazier, right?
Not in jail. In jail soon.
Yeah. So let's see what can you imagine what the three of them would be a fly on the wall? With the three of them.
Oh. That'd be pretty.
Well, Kanye and Trump are like besties.
Yeah, and both of them can't string a sentence together. They can't.
Did you see where Herschel Walker said?
I'll put him in there
about erection.
No.
He's gonna win the election.
Really? Yeah. Should I pull something up?
Walker. Yeah.
I think Walker wants to pull something up.
Walker. Oh, I just think it's also sad. It's just, Donald, you're younger. I feel for you. Like, and Rich says the young are now Generation Zero. It's not zero yet, though. And we can't, a lot of us have kids and grandkids. I have no grandkids, but I have one,
Oh, there are some, I've heard from, from some hosts, progressive hosts, that they wish things would get a little bit worse, so that way it'll wake people up to the point where they have to do something. They have to, where it gets worse, where everybody becomes political by necessity, in a sense.
Okay. I have
And-
to say something, Donald. Just
Yeah.
real quick.
I mean,
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Like in the trans community and the LGBT community, they have to be political by necessity.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
if no issue touches you, then you're probably not political and you're more apathetic towards politics, because people's idea about politics are they know it's corrupt, they know it's a bunch of lies, and they're not in their best interest, so people are apathetic about politics unless an issue actually touches you.
Yeah.
Then like abortion.
Yeah.
Well, unless an issue, but in my opinion, I'm like, why are you going to wait until it's too late? Why don't you get ahead of the curve and make it so it doesn't get worse for people? I want to fight for women's rights. I want to fight for LGBT community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And give me something to fight for, even though nothing really touches me politically. The thing about us progressives is that we there's something in us that cares.
Absolutely. Well, I agree there. But Donald, what I wanted to say earlier was when Donald Trump ran for president, there was a school of thought in a lot of circles that said, well, why don't, if Trump gets in, we'll let the place burn. We can't go any lower, but that's not look what happened. As a result of that thinking, we've lost so much time for anything. Unless Lisa and Ken there is one thing that is a little bit of a light, and that's the Mirrors Project. So why don't I'm gonna hand it over to you guys. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
You want to start?
Yeah.
Well, I follow them on Twitter, and I am certainly hoping they get some more funding to go further, because we can start reducing the amount of emissions, yet the Mirrors Project reflects the heat back out into the atmosphere. Effectively, they've done some experiments where on the middle apartment had the mirrors on top of it, and the two on each end did not. And that apartment in the middle was cooled 15 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know my Celsiuses, but they said Fahrenheit in that article. It was recent.
15 degrees cooler.
15 degrees cooler.
Yeah, that's huge.
So,
The other part of that is Mirrors is not an expensive project. I mean, they've had such good results, and they can do so much with recycled materials. They're not looking for a ton of money. It's something our government can easily fund, if we can just get on the right path.
And he doesn't want to be capitalist about it. They're scientists. They want to just do right to make cool down the planet and then go from there. So
and it's not an invasive process. Not really, anyway. And
I'm sorry. The results are amazing just from Lisa sticking mirrors out in the yard. What we saw from she puts 4 or 5 mirrors out in the yard, we see trees growing faster and reflection of sunlight. And it truly works. We know it works, and it's such an easy thing to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you heard about the oil refineries that are now there's going to be more of them in Texas, and the Biden administration signed off on that. Did you know that? So my thoughts were, I'm wondering if someone, maybe the military, knows how bad it is, and that Harvard is getting to them and saying, well, we can do solar radiation management to take care of that problem. You guys can keep the economies running. And here, we who knows what's going on? And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I mean, I know that that Harvard's been working on solar radiation management for years. They've never done it in any large scale that we know about. I'm not talking about chemtrails. I'm not going there. My point is, basically scientifically, why is it because they want to stay in power? And if they don't do this, they're not going to? Is it because we don't want millions of people to freeze in Europe? I mean, there's so many geopolitical reasons why these refineries will be open. And if Texas secedes from the Union, which they really want, honest to God, I found that website too. I found that one. Oh, it's all a bunch of people that are following each other. They want it. It's TechSeed, I think. Whatever it was really weird.
They
you know
let their blue people out before they secede.
I don't know. But I mean, so we're going to Fracadrill. Hello. What's with the link above? What link above? Oh, that's if you want to join. Who are you? You're like somebody I don't recognize your but hello.
We still have another space open, don't we?
We have another space open, but do I know you, Blocksworth Snout? I do like your thumbnail. The thumbnail's good. How are you? Nina, why don't you join us from Canada? Let's see. Nina says, this is Nadia. Nadia says, I don't think there's a real plan to stop the coming extinction apart from colonizing Antarctica after emerging from the bunkers. Wow. Nina, why don't you come on with us? I know Nina's been on Divided We Stand, which is an excellent channel that we partake in on Saturday nights at times.
I can never stay up late enough.
No, Lisa, I shouldn't be. I actually shouldn't be, but yeah. So it would be interesting. Oh, Earl's with us. Oh my goodness, we have to do a flush for Earl. Any ideas of what we can flush? Lisa, why don't you pick a flush?
All the red hats.
Red hats.
Every red hat in the country.
Okay. What do you guys think? Are we going to flush red hats?
Everyone.
Now you got to get Roto-Rooter.
Yeah, we're obviously not a MAGA channel. MAGA, no. No. Not a MAGA channel. Oh, my God. Flush. Kim wanted to flush cooking all day. Listen. You probably volunteered to do it. So, anyway.
Sandy, get Rich Diana on here.
What?
Get Rich Diana on here.
Rich?
Rich Diana? Yeah.
Hey, Rich, are you still here? Do you have a camera and a microphone, Rich? Rich. Earth to Richard Diana. The link is right up there. I'll add you in right on to number 3.
Come on, Rich Diana.
Yeah, I could. If he didn't see, maybe he doesn't want to show his face. But if he doesn't, maybe I'll just put a duplicate bunch of smiley faces.
Yeah, just put his picture up. He's funny. Get him on here.
And I know Andy won't come up. Andy says if salvation requires colonizing Antarctica, we're screwed. Face it. Andy. Love Andy. Andy's from the UK. Andy's a longtime follower. I found Andy in the Doomosphere. Collapse Chronicles used to read a lot of Andy's comments. If it probably still does. Yes. All right. Well, did I have one more thing I wanted to show you guys? No, I think I showed you everything, except I did want to ask you about that, which I didn't actually ask you guys. All right. So you see, we go back to this, the actor. Rainfall, heat wave, extreme weather, Wilson. All right. So he changed his name. Yeah, it might mean, sound really stupid. And,
he's the guy from The Office, right?
Yeah. And it's of course, it might just seem really stupid and goofy and all that, right? Okay. Well, guess what? Maybe we should have a contest because my divorce is almost final. Should I have a contest to pick Sandy's last name? Should we pick? I mean, I like Sandy Arctic, but maybe I should do what? No, that's too wimpy. I was just gonna play music, but it was too wimpy. So, what do you think? What would be a good last name? Sandy Arctic.
I like Sandy Arctic.
I like it too. Everybody likes it. What does it take to change your name legally? Wait, why can't I add this? I wonder what it takes to do that.
I think you just go to the Social Security office.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That would be funny. Sandy
Yeah.
Arctic.
See, there you go. Yeah.
Well, listen, Nadia, I've had other names. I've been other names longer than I've been a maiden name, so I'm not going backwards.
I've been called names too.
No, yeah, exactly. Oh wait, it's not Social Security; it's the courts. All right, so I'd have to petition. Probably. Oh, it costs a lot of money, Kim. All right, well then, Sandy Shellis, it is. Stay where I am. But wouldn't that be? Look at that. Well, my friend is my divorce lawyer, so that probably wouldn't be an issue. Sandy Arctic. I don't know. It doesn't flow though. Oh, stop. Rich, I used to be a hunk of burning love. Now I'm biochar. He's too much. You're too much. You're still there. Still there, Donald? All right.
Yeah,
So, all right. So you like, what should my name be? I'm going to do a contest. But if I did a contest, I might get some really obnoxious troll say something really horrible. Oh, Nadia says it's $60. Okay, there's my fundraiser for today. BB says Sandy Storm. Oh my God. Sandy Storm comes storming into a room. I can imagine if I asked my daughter what she would say. Lisa, if you change your name, would your kid have a name for you? Well, I think that this guy, rainfall, heat wave, extreme weather, Wilson, does that flow off your tongue? Rainfall, heat wave, extreme weather, Wilson. I don't know. Are people going to be able to remember that? Oh, Sandy Beaches, listen. Sandy Beaches, forget it. There was a guy in my high school named Richard Beach. And all through high school, I got teased about marrying Richard Beach. So, and he's dead, but I would never, nope. Too much trauma. Okay, next subject. Whose turn? Pick a subject.
Well, I have a question for you, Sandy.
Okay.
What is it going to take to make you reconsider monetizing your channel?
Oh my God. Well, monetizing it's like, for what though? I mean, I look at it this way, monetize doom. It's hard. I feel funny enough after it took me long enough to buy me a coffee, and that was because my life fell apart and I'm piss poor broke. But, to run this channel. But for 5 years, I ran the channel and never asked for a nickel. So I don't know. What is it going to take?
I bought you a coffee before.
I know you have. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I don't like, and I've said this before, I don't like the idea of super chats because I think that they are preying on people's, and I give super chats, but they are preying on people's impulsiveness. And a lot of people may not have the ability to do that. And with Buy Me a Coffee, anybody that wants to donate or PayPal puts thought into the donation instead of just an impulsive random thing. And so that's one thing for me. I don't want anybody to ever feel that way. And I don't know if I want to have I don't know what you see on the channel. I don't know if people see ads.
You can enable membership.
Oh, the green thing.
Yeah, and so that way you can set it to whatever price you want, like $1.99.
100 what? 199 what?
Doesn't YouTube take a percentage out?
45% of super chats.
Yes, they do. But
you just want to do it this way.
Yeah, I just don't feel like, hey, Channel Warhorse, he's got it. Impulsively, we need to defeat climate change. Right on. We do. I think my sound effects are getting a little boring. I think I need some new ones. Don't you? The newest one I had was oh, wait. You know what? Another one? Let's impulsively, because you know what they've been doing to climate change? They've been kicking it in the ass. And then they've been
kicking it down the road.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Rich says monetize it when your followers number in the millions, but do it quick. Well, that is never going to happen because I don't know. Are there a million old people that watch YouTube? I don't even know. I mean, you think the 20-year-olds are watching our channel?
Sandy, do you have good takeaways from COP27?
Okay. Yes, I actually do. All right, so COP27. After watching the closing plenary session and listening to the island nations talk about loss and damage, they were grateful and thankful for the fund that's going to be set up for that specific cause. It's what is it, too little, too late? And a lot of them know it, but they're grateful. I don't feel my closing thoughts about the actual science. Definitely on 1.5. I mean, we're done. You know, I don't think that there's, we go from Sally Sunshine, Catherine Hayhoe to, Paul Beckwith knowing how fucked we are, and then the people that are having the last minute ditch effort, Jem Bendell with Yi Tao, and that's where I see maybe something can be done, but I don't see. I see any more Arctic research and all of the things they're going to spend money on is just telling us we've crossed the tipping points, and I don't know. And then, of course, I liked, if I was a person that would go to COP27, I definitely like the idea of the recognition of women and how women are really marginalized around the world, even though they are like the frontline workers. You know how the frontline workers were always there? Well, women are front lines of climate change, so...
For sure.
But here, Gary says that even though we're fucked, we still can't give up. No, I say local action because that's what you have. That's what you have some control locally.
Right. Agreed. We can never give up the ship. Did they have, like, everybody spoke about the sponsorships they had, like Coca-Cola and so forth. Were those there in prior COP meetings as well?
Yes. Well,
they were already there?
There's always I'll explain to you one thing about sponsorships. Every conference on the planet, and I've been to many big Society of Human Resource Management conferences, they all have sponsorships, and they do say no to people, but COP is extremely expensive. It costs. It's out of the, probably astronomical. So the sponsorships help pay for the conference. They get their name out there. So, of course, Coca-Cola got the subliminal message and probably said, well, Diet Coke's better. And even though we're the biggest plastic polluters on the fucking planet, we're still going to give you some money to run this thing because our people individually are not evil, like the people that work for Coca-Cola, deliver Coca-Cola. Those people are not evil inherently, right? They're not the people we have the beef with. It's the CEOs. It's the conglomerate. So they all have sponsorships. It's just a pick and choose. This is a very expensive conference, and do they have? If you're asking me, do they have pull over the attendees and the decision makers and the negotiators? I don't know. I would not want to think so. Now, when the fossil fuel industry representative lobbyists are there, they're also out in the trade show. They're set up in the trade show. And I'm not sure if they're even in a plenary session. These are countries.
Let me ask you one more question. Give me your brief response to the greenwashing that I hear about that was there. What's your take on that? How severe is that? Are we looking at a bunch of fluff because of it, or are we still getting some good meat and potatoes on what's really going on?
If you listen to the scientists certain scientists were getting some meat and potatoes. Everything else is fluff. Everything else is greenwashing. Everything else is selling. Everything else is consumerism. But it's just a different kind of consumerism if you're looking for the latest, for your country in, bringing a windmill project there for revenue. It's all money. Of course, it's all money. But I still think the science is sound. The IPCC, there's a lot of people that take issue with the IPCC. I'm not a scientist. Antonio really, really does the deep dive into the IPCC reports. But, I mean, it is what it is. The science we know, and it is settled. No matter what the deniers want to say and how they want to. But yeah, of course there's greenwashing. And like COP27 was awash with lobbyists. Yes, they're at the trade show and they are trying to get the ears of countries to purchase things. So, some people come in private planes. Not everybody. There's not at all, actually. Not the smaller countries. They really come in commuter jets and they have to leave. There's not enough airspace. And I am no way defending. I'm just giving you my observations.
So the only way that we can get our society to wake up is through a huge bottleneck? That's a question.
A huge bottleneck. Are we not in a bottleneck now?
I mean, that's the only thing that's going to wake up our spoiled culture. I'm
Nothing's going to wake up.
Other than mass death, a huge bottleneck.
I just don't see how. The United States is fighting within itself. The people. Social media is making everybody crazy. Over in other countries, they're brainwashed, they're propagandized. People are just going to either they're in the know and they know what's coming, or they're just going to be like shocked because they've been propagandized. I don't know what else to say for me.
Well,
I agree.
Go ahead, Donald.
It's not going to help, with the way the representation they have in our government. You know what I mean? And that's why, like, let's say Walker gets elected in the runoff. Think about that. That the only way our government has to change in order to bring forward some of these policies. Because organizations like COP27, they need to get bigger, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to push our government to do anything about it. That's why we have to elect the right people whose platforms are to do something about climate disaster, But when people like Walker get elected, that just brings that just brings me down. I'm like, okay, people still don't get it yet. People still don't get it. They're not electing the right people whose platforms are for to change climate disaster.
Those people have no souls.
They're just. I know, but people are not waking up. I don't want to say voters are dumb.
The average reading level now in the United States is that of a 6th grader.
Yeah, I know, that's true. But I'm saying you don't have to be literate to know the difference of the politicians, who they are. It's just there's a population in this country that just don't get it yet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if there's that much of a population that has a 6th grade level education in
okay,
reading,
then I'm
they also can't think for themselves either. They can't do the math. They can't.
Then I have the right to say voters are dumb. Then.
Not all.
Not all.
No, there's a ton of educated people in the United States. Unfortunately, there's it's
people don't know where to direct their frustrations in their everyday lives. Out here in the streets, I hear gunshots all the time. People are frustrated with their lives. You can feel it out in society. But nobody knows where to direct their frustrations at. they give up on politics because they just feel it's a lost cause.
Can't give up on politics. If you stay with democracy, at least you're staying with the sane people.
Right. That's why people who don't vote out of a protest, like with Hillary Clinton. Look what happened. We elected Donald Trump, and now look at our Supreme Court.
Yeah, you have a point.
Right.
You
That was
have
a
a
rough
point.
one.
You're bringing in a definite nicer or fresher viewpoint than a lot of us curmudgeons who are doomers and negative, totally negative.
Always vote for democracy. I mean, as soon as we lose it, as soon as we get fascism right at our doorsteps, it's going to be too late. Just like with the abortion, Roe versus, it's like all of a sudden after that ruling, everybody gets activated. Then,
Yeah, after it. Even though I was active. Yeah, you're right. Actually,
Gen
you're
Z
right.
played a big role in this last election, and they will in the next few years too. I mean, it's their future.
That's Donald, Jean. She says the caller, Donald. Donald wants change and doesn't know what to do. He's representing the public perspective. Yeah.
No, I didn't say I didn't know what to do.
Oh.
Okay. I'm not saying I don't know what to do. I'm saying elect more. We have to elect, more people that represent a platform that can deal with climate disaster.
Well, then how do we get money out of politics? Because as long as we have pay to play, forget it. All right. Well, wait. All right. At that moment, we have. Are you with us, Nina? I brought you in. Are you with us?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah. You want to turn yourself a little bit louder if you can, and say hi, Nina, and introduce yourself to everybody. You don't have a picture today.
You know what? If I figure out how to, I will.
Okay. Great.
And I don't know how to make the volume go up.
You sound good now. Hi,
Okay.
Nina. I wish I
Hi.
had. Yeah, if I knew, I would have had pictures lined up. But Nina's from Canada. Welcome to Environmental Coffee House, Nina.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the invitation. I am
So,
looking to see where I can put on the camera. Is there a...
Well, on mine, there's a little camera with a slash on it, and I don't know because you probably typically use Zoom, right? And so your camera setup might be for Zoom. I don't know.
Okay.
Unless you go into your settings. If you go into your settings in your system and look for your camera settings, you might be able to.
Sounds good. I'll pop around while we're talking.
Yeah. So what
thank you for the invitation. And where I came in, you were just talking about money and politics.
Well, it's your turn.
Oh gosh, no! Don't put me on.
No! Oh my God, no!
The one thing, if I had my camera on right now, you'd see that I look down and to try and keep track of what's happening, I try and make notes when I'm listening to good shows like this or being involved in them. So this conversation you just had, I didn't get writing it all down, but you went from like, I don't even know how it started, but then you eventually got into politics and we're working through politics, but it had started with environment and Herschel Walker, I think, got in there.
Oh, we bounced everywhere like a ball.
Down to Roe v. Wade. And then you're like, and you summed it up by saying money out of politics. And for sure that is, it's ultimately an essential thing. It's messing up all aspects of the world, and it's the outcome of capitalism. And Sandy, when you and I interact on other platforms, you probably often hear me talking like about the need to inform Americans, the need for them to understand these perspectives, because from the outside looking in, I often share that perspective. It's so wonderful to have allies like the group of people here at Environmental Coffee House, but also we're always feeling defeated because people just don't understand. And how do we, it's not stupidity, but it's a need for education, and a need for education that confronts these problems like politics and capitalism in all aspects of America. So there's how I sum up where I'm standing on your conversation right now. But I don't want to be
You did great.
I don't want to be all gloom. So if whatever you want to talk about next, I'm happy to. And I remember way back, I had an idea about your environmental talk, but I've lost where we were at then.
Well, don't worry. I think what we're going to do is play I have one last little video, maybe get a little laugh in, and then we'll come back and reconvene. I need to stand up. I'm sorry. Hang on.
Hey,
I'm gonna. What? I'm gonna.
One thing before, I just want to let you know that.
What?
Turn on my camera.
You turned it on?
I will.
Okay, turn it on while I play this last video. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let me play the video, and okay.
Boys and girls of all ages, today I'd like to talk about what you can't do at the Thanksgiving table. Number one, we have to take Thanksgiving seriously. So let's just get rid of all this. And get rid of these toys, too. Daddy, put your helicopter up, put your dinosaur down. Give me that no noise either. We're going to learn about Thanksgiving and the proper things that we should do. Number one, make sure your napkin is on with a pin real good. All right, number one, don't pick your nose, even though this is a good one. And I have 4 of them right here to work with. Now, number two, don't put your elbows on the table. It's just icky. Don't do it. Number 3, don't use the napkin Mommy gave you because it's a trick. It's too good to use. Bring paper towels under your chair. Now we're talking Thanksgiving. We're talking common sense. Now, don't sing, don't laugh, don't comb your hair, don't put on makeup, don't use deodorant, and don't burp. But the baby can burp. But you gotta hold his head, otherwise it comes off. And you run the risk of him wetting something. All right now, Mr. and Mrs. America, I want you to remember not to listen to what other people say. Now, other people will tell you to eat before you go to the grocery store, that way you don't buy so much. Well, that don't work with the liquor store, does it? Now, why did you laugh at that? That's what I want. All right, now don't get drunk at the table either, because you might have to drive somebody home that got drunker than you. Now, when are you too drunk to drive? You're too drunk to drive when you don't take a drink with you to the car. Only the alcoholics understand what I just said. But it's common sense I'm asking for. Just common sense. You kids can figure it out. Don't put your bare foot on the table, even if your toes are wearing napkins.
Ew.
And don't pick your teeth at the table. You pick your teeth in the living room, Mom. And don't let anybody catch you putting it back in your mouth. Well, that's not the worst thing you could do, you know. You could just not want to kiss everybody when they go home. So just say you have a cankersaurus on your lip.
That was cute. That was cute. Let me get you all back on. Okay, my guests are all... Oh, there's Donald. Look at you. Great to have a face. Nina, are you with us? I don't think she is. Okay, maybe she'll come back. All right, good. If Nina comes back with a camera, we have a full house. So now that we can see you, Donald, we have a totally... Well, you got a Raider sweatshirt on, so there's a new perspective. Yeah, hockey guy. Hockey guy.
No, this is Raiders.
Oh, wait.
You said
Raiders.
Yeah, you said
What am I?
Raiders.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not hockey. That's football.
Yeah.
You're wearing football?
Yeah.
Oh,
Football.
wait.
It's a Derek Carr. It's a Derek Carr jersey.
Okay. I'm. Wait. Who is the team that always played against the Sabres in Buffalo? It's not the Raiders. See, I'm not a sport literate person.
Rangers? You like Rangers, maybe?
Yeah, Rangers. That's it. R. See, it starts with an R. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Football. Yes, I know I'm an idiot. You would have given me 2 more minutes and I would have, yeah. Okay. I would have gotten it. All right. So there's somebody here. I want to read this really quick. I'm thankful for whomever it was today who introduced me to John Trudell. I'm glad for recordings which carry a connection to him. Well, that's very nice. Make America Green Again. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. I hope that she comes back. I hope Nina comes back. She had a nice perspective. But it's nice to see you, Donald.
And nice to see you. I've been seeing you for a while now. I've been coming on the show since after, I found Andrea's channel.
Oh, yeah. Andrea is, she has so many different names. Above it all. That's it. The show is Above It All. Yep. Okay. So, hi, Tim. Tim is another film editor, maker, genius who's with us today. Does everybody know Tim's work? Well, go to his channel. He was one of my inspirations to start learning how to video edit and make videos and tell stories with the video voice. So thank you, Tim. I really do appreciate it. All right, so we are at 1 hour and 32 minutes on Thankskilling Day, November 2022. Does anybody have anything that they want to bring up about Thankskilling Day? Any memories or anything that stands out to them about the day?
I do.
Okay.
It's not pretty.
Go for it.
Okay, here we
Ken.
go. I have you called it earlier today. I read when you called it Thankskilling Day, and I considered that quite appropriate. And the reason that I considered it quite appropriate because of the farce that I was brought up on, that Thanksgiving was when the white man came over and hung out with the Indians. But I wasn't told that they killed 100 million Indians to take over the land. And you called it Thankskilling Day, and I thought that quite apropos.
Mm-hmm.
But what I wanted, Lisa wanted me to ask a question to the people that are on this channel. And the question is this. We love and respect people like Guy McPherson and Michael Dowd,
Mm-hmm.
and you. I'm sorry, I didn't put you in that category, but
That's
they,
all right.
to me, are more post-doom than you are, and that's why I excluded you from that. You have a very positive slant, which I adore you for.
Okay.
But what we wanted to ask was, the question was, do people have tips for acceptance in a post-doom era?
And hope. If you're gonna accept, how can I get out of bed and feel hopeful? Instead of like, oh God, yeah.
All right, guys, it's your turn. Did everybody hear that? Tips for getting out of bed and feeling like there's something to get out of bed for. Hope. I mean, everybody knows me, so, I could talk ad nauseum. Tim says one needs to be a hypocrite these days.
We hear you, Tim.
And Andy says Guy's not post-doom. Maybe not, because Guy is totally supporting the Mears Project, isn't he?
Is he? I didn't know that. I didn't know that yet. Good.
Guy had he had them on. He had, I think, yeah. He was the one where I first saw it. I believe I first saw Mears through Guy McPherson. So yeah.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, cool. Good.
Okay, Jean says, I just focus on others, children and animals, making their lives as good as I can. Yeah, that's
thanks, Jean.
a beautiful sentiment. I think I'm going to have to put on some background music. Yeah, let's put on a little background music because we're getting long in the tooth here. But okay, Oh, he just meant he's just doom. Oh, God. Tim says animals. Okay. And Gary says, always believe in a new future for humanity. And Gary is wanting to build survivor cities and has an idea for survivor cities because in his experience in his life, he is coming up with, things to maybe make it better. Kameshwari Kate, hi, honey. Get out of bed to honor the ancestors.
Oh, good, yeah.
We get out of bed anyways. We have our dogs.
Yeah.
They're like, take us out, take us for a walk.
How about you, Donald?
How about me? What?
Well, do you have, because you're, with this hardened bunch of doomers in a way, do you have a reason that gets you up in the morning and gets you going?
Yeah, I get up to get pissed.
Okay.
I wake up to get pissed when I hear the news, and then that's what gives me some motivation. Is they just can't get away with this. They can't.
What is your news source?
Sandy.
Oh my! I'm your news source. Oh my God!
I'm just kidding. Different progressive shows. I subscribe to some magazines. Progressive magazines. I usually get my news from a progressive source. Okay. Usually the first news I get in the day is when I go to Andrea's show.
Oh yeah, okay. Above it all, and she goes through the news. A lot of we just go through a different kind of news than the political shows,
Right.
So do you stay out of mainstream media because you consider it a farce?
It is a farce.
That's where we're at.
Absolutely. MSNBC. I don't watch them
Morning Joe
anymore.
Yeah, and all the big three, of course, are shot. They're so hard slanted right. I feel sorry for our population who does watch. And my poor mom sits and watches one of a Murdoch network, and it's just like all they're doing is setting up diversion and not talking about local car wrecks instead of collapse.
You can reprogram her TV.
They're on the wrong boat.
Wow.
I do listen to watch the Majority Report. News shows like that.
Like propaganda.
I do like some personalities on some of those cable shows, like on CNN. I do like Mehdi Hassan.
Okay.
Jimmy Costa.
Mm.
Right. And some reliable sources. Other than that, I don't watch cable news. I get all my news online.
Yeah.
We need to.
We're
so does the other side, and they think they're right, and we think we're right, and then the middle thinks they're right, and then the we are fuck thinks they're right, and then the techno optimists think they're right, and then
I know I'm right. I know. I don't care.
Okay.
No, I'm not like that. I keep an open mind to a lot of issues. A lot.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Reflect the sun. I think thousands of the 150,000 at Tesla, NASA, SpaceX will eventually realize the net zero paradox with enough social media to educate them to call for a Marshall Plan to join Mir, MCB, MIT right away. The bubble right away. Wow. Hey, Tim, maybe we're just all right. You know what? I like that. Maybe we're just all right. In a certain way, and then if you distill it all together,
right.
Yeah, except for the right. I didn't, you know what? I didn't pull up one video with Donald Trump in it for today.
Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah,
thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're really welcome. Yeah, Tim. Speaking of mere reflection, the cult of tabloid. Wait, speaking of mere reflection, are you going to speak, Tim? Why don't you join us? I don't know what happened to Nina. It's not even Thanksgiving up there in Canada. Okay, Jean says, grow a garden. A garden's about hope, a promise of the future. You plant the seed and you know it will grow. If it doesn't, you plant it again. And that's my life and also Lisa's life too. Yeah, absolutely. I have a whole
plant trees.
We have a whole gardening playlist here. The Disabled Able Gardener, who is me, and I've been pretty sick this week. I never tell you guys when I'm that sick, but I get sick. But I am here today. Yes, I am. All
Yeah,
right.
you seem to keep pushing on your garden regardless, Sandy, and good on you for it. You've been plugging away. You plugged away all summer long. You've really hung in there well.
Oh, you should see what I got. But I will start the inside ones. The 4 planters I have. I don't think I have the picture so I could pull it right up, but the 4 planters that are going to, they're in my living room. I just haven't unboxed them yet, and I don't know yet what I'm going to plant. Microgreens or whatever. And Donald, we've talked about you where you live, and you had heat up there in Sacramento, right, this year? That was a little prohibitive?
Here in Sacramento, and the weather is pretty good most of the time. It does get cold at night right now, but outside it's sunny, it's warm. The weather here is beautiful.
But are you in a drought?
California is a state, yes, is in the drought because of the south part of the state.
Yeah.
And so we're all sharing the water in a sense, and there are some droughts. Right now in Sacramento, they're installing water meters.
Oh yeah.
Residence to residence, because we have to conserve water now.
Sure. Are you impacted? Are you restricted?
Yeah, we can't use too much water. If we go over a certain amount of limit, then we get fined.
Right. Okay. I'm just using you as an example. Yourself, personal, Donald. Are you restricted? Have you been cut back? Have you been impacted by the drought? Is my question, I guess.
No.
Yes.
No?
You haven't? I thought you said that this summer you had to help your grandmother, or was it your mother, and there was some problems?
Oh, you mean my aunt when I sent you that video?
Yeah. Was it your aunt? I thought it was.
Yeah, during the summer, some of her parts of her garden were dying prematurely, and she didn't know why. Because she's got an irrigation system, and she was watering it all.
It was the heat.
It was the heat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the heat. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Nina's back. Hey, Neen.
Hey, everybody.
Hi. So, where are we, Nina, with you?
You did that again.
Nina, Canadians must think the turkey genocide is insane. Although they have a Thanksgiving, isn't it the 1st of November?
It's mid-October.
Oh, yeah. Mid-October. Okay.
It's around October 15th, or around there, 14th. And yeah, turkey, we have the same problem, definitely, where I am. But we have very conscientious people who also are trying to always have balance. And in my house, in my family, when we have our Thanksgiving, they've evolved to give me vegetarian options. So almost every household up here has vegetarian something, and that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
All right. Oh, I lost your little thing. Darn it. With your name on it, Nina. Oh, wait. I can put it up again. There you go. There's Nina. For a little while.
Thanks.
For a little while. So, Tim just said Canada slaughter is just foreplay. Probably.
That's sad, though. That's a sad statement. Humorous, but sad.
Yeah. It is. Andy, Thanksgiving is just an excuse for 2 Christmases. Well, yeah, tomorrow's Black Friday. Okay, Donald, you'll know this from this morning. How many people out there would wager that there will be a mass shooting tomorrow in the United States somewhere, or that there won't be a mass shooting in the United States somewhere. Anybody willing to take a wager? I don't even know how to put up I don't think I can put up a poll. Can I put up a poll? No, I don't think I can. But anybody willing to wager that one?
I'll wager that the chances are, because there was another mass shooting right after
Colorado Springs.
The Club Q shooting.
Yeah,
at a Walmart.
Chesapeake, Virginia.
Virginia was the next day.
So
and tonight's
this weekend, I think there's a high chance that there's going to be another mass shooting in this country. You bet. I'll put my money on it.
Are you? Holy shit. She's good. You're going to put your money on that, huh? Oh boy. I'm trying to.
Thanksgiving is the biggest bar day of the year, so we're almost guaranteed.
Yeah, Tim, an over-under on that. An over-under on that. I'm trying to fix the everybody's. Okay, here we go. Tim, over-under on that. Okay, what's the over-under on the shootings? Come on, let's see. Do I have suspense?
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
Yeah. I know, right? It's horrible. But this is fucking America. Sorry. I never said that I was always tasteful, did I?
Wait till it happens to somebody to right next door to you, right at your store. There's the chances are it could happen, and then you'll be affected by it. Then you'll know how it feels.
Oh, it can't happen here because the evangelical Christians that I rent my stupid little glass case from, they're proud that we're the most armed county in New York State.
I live in the hood, so I live in the hood, and so I hear gunshots frequently. I hear people speeding down my street. That's why I got speed bumps installed on my street.
You did? Wow.
Yeah, I petitioned.
Good for you.
Because there's 3 memorials of children being hit on my street.
Wow.
3 memorials set up on my street. And so I keep hearing crap going on outside. And after I heard my nephew almost got hit by a car by somebody speeding, I said, enough's enough. I went to there's 2 schools on the street, but no speed bumps, and so I petitioned, and finally it went through, and they installed it it took about a year.
Good for you.
Yeah, well done.
See, that's local activism, really. That's what you have control of, doing those kinds of things. Because if you were going to ask for a speed bump in front of the White House, they would fucking laugh you out of town. But this was good, Donald. This is good. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, for you. That's awesome. Very nice. And we all feel that way. All right, so Lisa and Ken and Nina, out of the 3 of you, who would like to bring up any kind of topic that we could move on to? You want to? I don't have any more videos. Hi, honey bunny.
I have a question. Of the people out there, are people doing like a vegetarian Thanksgiving, so to be more environmentally correct? Is that what people are doing in the bulk now, or are we still? I know we're a nation of turkey eaters, but I mean, are a lot of people trending towards like doing just a vegetarian meal? Like, I'll get a whole plate of vegetables and pie and all the other stuff, and I don't miss the meat at all. That's just. But are other people that way, or everybody still pretty much turkey eating?
No turkey here.
Are you vegetarian, Shandy?
I'm a vegetarian now. I mean, I'll have, I eat eggs, but if I make certain things. Okay, so it's vegetarian.
That's the same as I am, pescatarian. And I've been that way since the late 90s. So my family has really evolved to, and it took a long time for me to communicate to people I didn't need tofu on the side. I am so in love with squash. And
that's what I eat all the time.
She makes great squash dishes. Oh, I love her for the squash.
And the I also the mashed potatoes, of course, and I've always been a lover of stuffing. And so my mom has come up with a way of doing it in the slow cooker for me. It goes in and it's made with vegetable stock and whatever I want. And my mom's stuffing has apples in it. So like chopped up apples. So it's nice. Oh yeah, it's excellent. It's always been excellent. So it took a lot of years, and I still vegetarianism and pescatarianism is better understood now, but people always wanted to buy something for me to have because everybody else had turkey or ham or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So I had a stepmom that would get the manufactured vegetarian cold meat, like not fake bologna, but pretty close. And I was like, I really would rather just pig out on your avocado, not avocado dip at the beginning or something, spinach dip. Give me any of the other stuff. I don't need a pretend alternative. Tofurkey.
Tofurkey.
The alternatives for us are just like vegetarian junk food, and we're better off to just stick with our fruits and vegetables and bake them into wonderful dishes like she does.
Exactly. And take it as an opportunity to center around the kitchen and the harvest. That's how I treat our October 14th, which is your Columbus Day.
Yeah. Two shitty holidays for the United States. I mean, two genocidal maniac holidays.
We eat seasonally as well.
We get food from our local farmers, and she cooks it seasonally.
Which makes it easy. Yeah. A person with sandy, like a garden like hers, probably has lots.
I do. I canned a lot. And, but I always think, though, when I do the canning of green beans and all that, I'm hoping that it doesn't lose the good qualities of fresh vegetables. But, it's either that or freeze for longevity. And I'm hoping that what's in the jar is at least a quarter of what came out of the ground.
I know. I wonder. They've always said that frozen was the best way to retain vitamins and minerals. But now I wonder about canning, because we've been canning forever, and that's always the traditional way to go. That's a lot of hard work.
I think you're safe.
Yeah,
it is. It is hard work. But if I put stuff in the freezer and I lose power and everything shits the bed, I don't want that. So I can it, and I think it's a lot better. For longevity, put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't trust.
Yeah. You're sitting there with your whole pantry full of canned goods, and Sandy doesn't go hungry.
That's right. And
don't worry, I could go hungry for 6 to 8 weeks, and nothing would happen. I could live off my own. I could make so many jokes about this shit. Oh, Melanie, freeze drying. Oh, yes, and fermenting. Fermenting is also very good. Yes, Tom's canning is our future. How about you, Mr. Donald there?
I live in the hood.
No, how did I know you were going to say that? I knew he was going to say that. So what? You can't eat healthy? How about this?
No, I at least I eat my vegetables. I like vegetables.
Okay. Are there vacant lots?
I am diabetic, so I have to stay away from sugar and sweets and soda and stuff like that. So I have to stay away from that stuff, and I try my best.
Okay. Are there
I am
any?
Not vegan. I am not vegetarian. I do eat meat. I have killed a deer and I have ate it.
Okay. It's hunting season here. Everybody's slaughtering the deer here.
And this is the question I was trying to ask the unapologetic vegan. I was trying to ask her, look, I respect the values of a vegan, okay? I respect the values of a vegan, but somebody like me that's actually shot a deer and ate the meat, what do you think of me? And I tried to ask her that in the chat.
Is she here?
No.
Oh,
this
okay.
last time. And
I can tell you what we feel like.
Oh, I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, and then you can answer about Canadian hunters, maybe.
I sure can.
Okay.
Go ahead, Lisa.
What we feel when about people that eat meat is not animosity towards them, just when meat is consumed, it's negative energy. You've consumed innocent animal and put it through torture and whatnot, and we consume their pain and suffering. So that's how we feel about it. I don't run around and judge others. I just wish people would be more aware of the suffering all these animals that have to go to slaughter and
incur.
You know, at 6 months old instead of 20 years old, a cow would live. You know,
Well, my big thing is that for 8 billion people, meat is by no means in any way, shape, or form sustainable.
No.
We can't survive at all. We can't feed 8 billion people meat. I'm not denying your meat, Donald. I understand. I ate meat for many years. It's delicious. But with 8 billion people on our planet, we have to go to a primarily plant-based diet to have a shot in hell.
Well, yeah. I also think there's a difference between, just hunting to consume it and the industrial side of it. You see
That's
what I mean?
where I am. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what you did when you went out and killed a deer and ate all the meat, you were efficient about it. It wasn't like it wasn't mass production of tortured animals. You shot a wild animal, it did not suffer, and you used as much of it as you possibly could. And if our whole society could work that way, it would be a great thing. But we've overpopulated, so we can't go that route anymore. So meat either needs to become a very expensive delicacy or eliminated. Well, a very expensive delicacy at least, where we eat meat maybe once a week or twice a month or once, a Friday night treat. I don't know. I'm making it up, but you get the idea.
Nina?
So, Donald summed it up very well, saying there's a vast difference between manufacturing and just factory farming. All of that is the big problem that Lisa and Ken stated early on. I had a thought in between. I can speak directly to venison and deer meat because my dad is a hunter, and it's hunting week here, and I very much respect it. My in-between thought was that, Sandy, when you were talking about your gardening and your canning and everything like that, I was trying to come up with a term about it, but it's like we are building traditional skills. We're building like sustainable survival skills, and without deer hunting, we are in our cultures, in our rural cultures, we're eliminating a knowledge, a human knowledge that helps sustain people over, I don't know, centuries, let's say. So these are all skills. The canning, the deer hunting, there's grouse hunting, there's all of those. And in Canada, most of us understand that it is a skill set that is unique to people outside of the big cities, and we respect it. We do it. Well, I hope most of us do everything we can to respect it. It's not truly a sport for us. Deer hunting is like learning a survival skill, and they set boundaries on what type of gun should ever be used, whether you can be on an ATV. Like, it really is.
Well, that's the same here.
Knowledge that people can pass on to future generations. So I in some ways, I supported deer hunting in that way, as well as a teenager, our biology class went to a provincial park, and they had a deer culling time frame where they had opted to cull down the size of the herd because it was causing traffic accidents. It was actually because their population was so big, it was detrimental to where humanity was infringing on the natural region. So I was taught, like, as it was it was part of our reserve management. And I'm not saying that I think that is the solution that we, I don't think Donald Trump had it when he said you should rake your forests. I don't see things like that, but definitely as a scientist, try and look at it, whether what does it fall as a balance between good and bad. And it's a vast difference from the mass turkey market that is making money this week compared to the venison that it comes from people being able to learn these survive on our natural habitat. Well, whatever the words are. Sorry.
Well, it's you're explaining what's going on here, but even with hunting that goes on here, there's still a lot of jerk offs that won't use their tags that they get from New York State, and they will 2, 3, 4. They'll say they use it, but they're looking for the bucks with the horns. So it's really
capitalism.
Yeah. Hey, Janet Gray. Oh, she's got a really long comment. I don't know if I can. Yeah, let me see if I can read it. Janet. When Americans can put on the consciousness of the First Nations of the continent. Wait, let me see if I can make it smaller and we could see it. All right, there you go. Good. How's that? All right.
Good.
Oh God, let me see here. And learn to live with Mother Earth and learn to live in true community. And when we stop having to be beholden to a monetary system, a monetary system that keeps everyone in a cold war, which is always on the brink of guns becoming the rule of law. How do we change the minds and consciousness of people when they are so blinded by money, and even those not blinded by money? Everyone is forced to rely on money. How do we teach our societies to be humane and compassionate? We live in a beholden society. Everyone is beholden. Those who have the money, power, etc. Maybe it's too late because a warring society seems to produce nothing but war, be it cold or hot, and where everything is seen through how much money can be made. Wow, that was heavy. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Janet, who is watching along on Facebook. Thank you.
Yeah, that was really good, Janet.
Good.
Response? Anyone?
I agree. It sounds pretty good to me. I have to think about it.
Okay. Hey, listen. That was a good. That was a very good long comment. You'll be able to see it. It's actually something I would consider copying and pasting as a post on our Facebook page. So yeah.
Cool.
So how's everybody doing?
Oh man, it's Thanksgiving and we're so grateful to be here today. Or whatever you want to call it. What we are grateful for is the fact that we've all gathered together today here. We can be friends. We can socialize. We can talk to each other openly about all of our topics. We can eat Lisa's food. We can. I just want to express gratitude to everyone here because you're friends that I would never know if it wasn't for technology, but I don't care. I'll take it any way I can get it. I'm glad to know each and every one of you. Sandy, your show is an honor and a treat to be a part of. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's something I want to give a big shout out for Thanksgiving for is your show. I'm grateful on Thanksgiving for Environmental Coffee House.
Thank you. And Jennifer Hines and Antonio Reed and Jim Massa and Nicholas, who's still with us, but is doing his PhD in disaster management. So we can't forget.
Everything Ken said. Thank you for inviting me, Sandy. This is really fun because I really had nothing else planned today except to eat.
Well, I'm glad everybody could come, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the. Let me see if I put out a little background music to end up, and Hey, Kim came and she was cooking. Peace and love, she says. You all be kind to each other. BB, thank you. You're our newest moderator, B. Yes, disaster specialist. Isn't that something? Yep, that's a whole college thing. It was great to see all of you. Rich, Diana, love you. Matt Hunter, you're wonderful in New Zealand. I love you very much. And wow, Janet says there are great technologies that the non-native has made that will not hurt the earth, but these things get buried. Yeah, probably because they're not profitable enough.
Exactly.
Most likely. Yeah. Tim, it was great to have you. I love you, Tim. You got me started on videography, so you don't know, how much you had you mean to me at one time. And Melanie, honey, we'll be in touch. And I Mr. Raiders over there, Donald. It was great to see your face finally. This was like wonderful. Gene, I love you. Earl, all of you. Philip, Reflect the Sun. Just so great to have you guys. Epimu, Patty P. Let me go backwards a little bit. I said everybody, Zelipa, if you're still here with us, and OG Skywatch. I'm trying to get everybody. Tom Hall. It's great that I made it sitting for 2 hours. It's the first day I felt good in a whole week. Better anyway, and I don't try to show you how shitty I feel. But when my glands are like swollen like out to here, and I'm in, and that's just Lisa, I told you about autoimmunes from sitting in a sick office for 20 years. Honestly, but that's a whole nother toxicity show. Nina, I love you. I'll see you probably Saturday night in the chat.
Yeah,
We stand.
Thank you again. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you, Timmy says I look great. Well, I feel better than I did this week. Jesus. And I look better than when Lisa joined at 2 o'clock to test. Took a fucking shower, that's why. Which I don't very rarely do anymore. If I'm not going anywhere, who gives a shit? Right? That's one thing about living alone. Who needs a shower? All right, guys, listen. I love you. I have a video to play on the way out, so don't leave yet, okay? Thank you for coming. Don't leave yet. I love you guys more than anything. I'm very happy. I'm really happy, and I just want to tell you guys thank you again for I Am Sandy Shellis, and thank you again for all of the donations and the things that help me, and feel free to donate because I need an office chair. Because this one is suck ass. But anyway, hey, I'm telling you the truth. Okay, so peace out. Enjoy whatever you're doing later on. Kim, enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much. And here is the little parting shot video. It's not by me, Shirley Zerben, and she is from New Zealand. And you all know that I have cats. So here we go.
Chased toys across the floor. Let you stroke me, been your sidekick. Scratched and yowled at the door. I make you work much harder just to keep me entertained. When I cry out for another snack, I want it right away. And just because I love you, I bombard you without fail. Hide my face and show my tushy. Turn and offer you my tail. And the truth is plain to see. 'Cause why else would I show you my ass? Thanks for loving me. You receive the highest honor. With my butt up in your face. 'Cause it means I trust and love you. And I accept you in my space. And just because I love you, I bombard you without fail. Hide my face and show my tushy. Turn and offer you my tail. I bombard you without fail. Hide my face and show my tushy. Turn and offer you my tail.